If it is about competence, will Tinubu beat Osinbajo, who is a professor? Babachir Lawal. Babachir Lawal, the former secretary to the Federation, the government of the Federation, had an interview with Arise News to clear the air concerning his opinion about the Muslim ticket adopted by Bola Tinubu. Recall that Babachir Lawal had earlier expressed his displeasure with the Muslim ticket by writing a letter to Tinubu and granting interviews to share his view. He had another interview with Arise News where he further explained his opinion. In the course of the interview, the anchor of the program reminded Babachir Lawal that Tinubu had said he picked Kashim Shettima because of his competence. In reaction to his statement the anchor made, Babachir Lawal noted that if it's about competence, Tinubu wouldn't be the presidential candidate because Osinbajo is more competent than him. Tinubu didn't sit for any examination before we presented him. Oh, if it is about competence, Tinubu, who only has 1 degree in business administration or management, wouldn't beat Osinbajo, who's a professor. So the question is competence in what? Who examines this competence? In any case, given that Kashim Shettima is the most competent from the north, which exam did he take? I mean, when you say competent, I mean, if you're using education as a factor, you can say in some cases that, that is relevant to an extent. However, this just further deepens the whole Tinubu certificate thing, because I thought he had a degree in accounting. At first was economics and then accounting. And now, just 1 degree in business administration. At the end of the day, we've seen that educational requirements, because we have so many professors in government. What are we saying? So many. In fact, they're too much. I don't think Nigerians use education as a factor. Of course, you need to be educated, but that should be like a standard, a bare minimum. Like it shouldn't make you different. It should make you competent and capable, but shouldn't be a unique factor, because you should be educated anyways. If you're going to lead, it's as simple as that. So again, I think when he says what aspects of competence are we talking about, because he even says like Tinubu wasn't screened. So what does that say about the process of the APC? This is perfect for any presidential debate that will come up, because again, it's not like as if this is from an official in government. So I think this argument should be used, and we ask Tinubu, like, how were you screened? What was the process like? Are you competent? Some have said that Osinbajo is more competent than you because he's a professor. How do you take that? But I highly doubt that he'd be able to answer questions in an articulate manner. So yeah, let's not waste our time. The anchor of the program reminded Babachir Lawal that the VP slot is about having the capacity to deliver votes. Babachir Lawal then decided to list some Christians from the north that can be VP and deliver votes. So that's what being a deputy is about, delivering votes. I guess that's why, in the case of Lagos State and what's his name? I forgot. Jakunde? No. Yeah. My point I'm trying to make is, Funke Akindele being, deputy, this sort of solidifies that argument, because I didn't have any idea as to the role a deputy plays. Again, as they say, it's all about numbers, right? So yeah, saying that, having a VP slot is about if you're able to deliver votes. And I guess, makes sense. That's why Funke Akindele was chosen to be deputy governor for the PDP in Lagos State. And yeah, that was the criteria. Oh my days. This is so shambolic. It's so embarrassing. Well, he said, are you saying that Solomon Lalong, who is the governor of Plateau State, can't deliver votes? Are you saying Boss Mustafa can't deliver votes? Okay, what does this then show? If the APC have made, I don't know, I think some people are so pressed, and it shows how badly people want a political party to be in office. And it makes me look at you sideways, because it's like, as much as we focus on the individual is representing a political party. And if the political party does not see this individual fit to represent them, they wouldn't pick them in the first place. I don't understand. We need to see the political party and the individual that's contesting under that party as one. You're literally one. You're one entity. So I think the desperation a lot of people have. I mean, people have been speaking against the Muslim ticket, and it's like, oh, are you really hurt about the Muslim ticket, or you're hurt that your party will not be in power next year? Because it shows misplaced priorities, to be honest. But it's a thing where if the party is not doing what you want and what you don't like, you move on. You find another person or another party that you agree with. And I think that's why it's like pledging allegiance or like being a member of a political party. It gets a bit techie because it's like, do I have to support you all my life? What the hell? Like that shouldn't be. I'm my own person. I can choose whoever I want to choose. So I think people are so pressed. I mean, apparently in the north, 10,000 people came out to protest against this whole Muslim ticket. And a lot of officials in government have been speaking against this Muslim ticket, saying that they should retrace their steps. This is advising people, this does not provide the best outcome. But they're not. I'm like, we need to give them the benefit of the doubt that they knew what they were doing. I mean, these are strategists. They've been in the game for long. So of course they want to win, right? Except they plan not to win. I don't know. But given everything, it's like, wait, they're strategists. They can't be naive, or they can't not take into consideration how the factors. It's not the first time APC is literally is the current ruling party. So I don't understand why people are underestimating, their decisions. Like, if they choose and decide that they want a Muslim ticket, then they can. It's strategy. I mean, if they think they can win, because if they didn't think they could win with that, they wouldn't do it. Well, we can safely assume that. So why is everyone panicking as if, these are kids who just didn't know what they were doing and couldn't make their decisions for themselves? You're just hurt. It's you that is paining, because for them, they're continuing as usual. They've made the choice and they're going to go. If the pressure is a lot and they then choose a Christian candidate, then that's their prerogative. Because then it's like, oh, they're really concerned with the votes and concerned if they're liked, right? But again, if they've made a decision, you can't. Why do you feel you want to change it? Look for another party. It's not a must. And I think APC, they've had their chances. Just look elsewhere. That would be my advice. It's not a must. You must stick with them. Doesn't make you more or less Nigerian. Yeah. But what I think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.